So that's South Carolina over there. Back over to Georgia. Those peaks over there are Tennessee. Looking due north over here would be North Carolina. Isn't that something? That's kind of amazing when you think about it. All right, you can see up behind us. This is Brasstown Bald. Yes, it's going to be windy. And we are getting ready to go. I'll show you where we're going to go. We're getting ready to go way up there. It's about a mile, half a mile-ish or something to walk straight up. It is cold. It is windy. I'm with Terry today. Terry and I married sisters. Terry, does that make us sisters-in-law?
Never thought about it.
Terry is a loss for word. That's rare. My wife's brother-in-law. All right, so we're gonna go up the path here. Come on with us. Here's the trail, 0.6 of a mile. Warning, rattlesnakes. I can tell you they will not be here. And it is cold today. Yes, possible ice on the trail. That's okay. Look at this gorgeous walk up through here. Isn't this pretty? You bet it is. If you've been with me before as we do these North Georgia mountains, you'll see tons and tons and tons of rhododendron. Oh, it's so pretty in July and August. You need to see it then. And yes, that white stuff right there, yeah, that's snow. It is flat cold up here. Yes, it is. All right, we're gonna take our time, enjoy the walk. Little historical markings along the way. Sorry you're gonna get the GoPro in this, but this was a, believe it or not, this was a wagon train road at one time, back in the day. And for those of us who walk ourselves out, we can sit down. So we're going to continue to pant and walk vertically. All right, panting. We still got a long way to go. And you can kind of see, I don't know what the grade is. What would you think, Terry? Maybe 10, 12% grade, something like that?
Worse than that.
Worse than that. All right.
15 to 20.
15 to 20 maybe. Not as bad as steps, and the air's thin up here too. So off we go. All kinds of interesting rock formations. Try to get here out of the shadow. You can look at all the old rocks. Can you see it sparkle? That's pyrite, also known as fool's gold. And you see that in all these rock formations up through here. Terry and I are doing a pretty good job here. We haven't sat down yet. We're going to though. You can kind of see behind me. It's a bit of a stretch, but oh, look at these views. You can tell we're on the north side of the mountain. See, all the rocks are covered in moss. Pretty. And although we're not going to see it in the first week of December in the North Georgia mountains, they've got signs here showing, it's not going to show up well here. The mountain laurel, you've seen that in pictures before, and the Rose Bay rhododendron, and the kind of the flowery, the Catawba rhododendron. And again, these mountains, you can just see up through here. We're getting ready to, we're going to take a break here. We're going to, Terry laughs. We're getting ready to do the big straight up walk. But again, you can just see these beautiful, it's just pretty up here. I just love it. And then we're going to get up here to the top to the observation deck in a minute. Hope it's open. And then you're going to see, I think, 5 states. I think you can see. It's amazing. Yep, still a little bit of snow up here. Not much of it left. I think that hit up here night before last when we came up. So if you're not able to make the hike, for just a few dollars, you can take the tram up here. And Still see the pretty beauties of Brasstown Bald. But Terry and I we say we're up for the task as he sheds his coat. It's in the 30s, but we have generated some heat. Oh, no, just a little further. As I come up here through the area, I'll show you this. This is kind of neat. This is where we're headed. Can you make it out up there at the top? There's the fire tower. I know. We're almost there. Just got one more little stretch right up the way there. Won't take us long. Well, we made it. Panting a little bit. Got a little bit more upward stretch here. But we are coming up on the marker that I wanted to see. And let me show you what it is. There we go. Brasstown Bald, 4,784 feet. The highest place in Georgia. And we're gonna get a little wind noise up here because we are definitely on the top of a mountain. I apologize for that. But we are gonna go check out the observation deck. If you get a chance, come into the theater when you get here. They have a very nice video that kind of talks about the ecology of Brasstown Bald. And that was a nice thing to see. I'll share more about that as we're going to go into the museum right now and see what they've got up here. And golly, I can't wait to take you up on the observation deck. This is going to be something. Look at this. We're going to take a walk here through the museum. It's got a little bit of everything here. It talks about some of the artifacts that they found that's up here. That's kind of neat. They talk about the wildlife that's here. It's worth coming in here and seeing all this. And then one of the things that's really interesting, of course, this was big Cherokee land, Cherokee Indian land back in the day. And then we start seeing this type of stuff. This is where they talk about the land lottery that occurred here. And this is where the land was deeded out. Some people got hillsides and some people got valleys. And I want you to look at this. This is an old logging engine that was used to drag the logs to mill. Steam locomotive. It's amazing to find something like this that's still been restored. And there's just a lot of interesting things up here. Again, a lot about the wildlife and the Forestry Service. And I'll save that for your visit so that you can see everything that's up here, but it's really interesting. And of course, there you have an operating fire tower here. I'll show you that in just a few minutes. We can't go inside of that. But the treat that I'm going to show you in a minute, yeah, let's go outside. I want to show you the views. Multiple states, Georgia, South Carolina, Tennessee, and North Carolina, all from this observation deck. Let's go outside. We want to go up to the observation deck, but yeah. Oh, here we go. Here's an upstairs effort. Let's do this. Not doing the snow I'm not doing the snow on the steps today. No, I'm not gonna do it. Can't wait for you to see this. Look at this. Wow. Look at that. Oh, it's gonna get prettier. Let's walk over here. Let's go look at South Carolina. So that's South Carolina over there, somewhere off in the distance. Back over to Georgia. Now the interesting thing about coming this time of year is the low humidity. Something, huh? One of the interesting things about this area, Brasstown Bald, is the temperature. So I know there's a little wind up here. I apologize for that. But the ecology up here is more like Massachusetts. Think about that. I'm in Georgia, feeling Massachusetts weather. I'm told that it never gets above 84 degrees here in the hottest Georgia day. And I think the records are something like 27 below zero. Almost 5,000 feet. Let's get some more views. This place is pretty. Oh my. So there's our southern view. That'll be the community of Owltown. Owltown. Up north you would say Owltown. Here in the south we would call it Owltown. And that is right in the foothills, right in a little valley down from Blairsville, Georgia. And that ridge, let's just kind of pan that ridge. Somewhere over there around those top peaks is the Appalachian Trail. It runs along that peak. There you go. Oh, as I speak, there's a sign that talks about from Blood Mountain. Right, if you look over those two little evergreen trees, right to the right of that little peak is Blood Mountain. You've seen a video from there from Joan and I. All the way over here to Blue Ridge, Georgia. And then we come over here. That view in the distance over there. Well, I would say probably over there in that direction. Those peaks over there are Tennessee. And then looking due north over here would be North Carolina. Isn't that something? That's kind of amazing when you think about it. The interesting thing here about coming here this time of year is, of course, the low humidity again. And you see a little bit of a haze in the mountains. And this is an observation elevator that you go into. It's closed for the season right now. But let me turn this around. I'll show you something else that's interesting. If you notice right there, all the way up to the top, that is a working fire tower. And you've got rangers up there doing an observation for the area. Can you imagine this place up here at almost 5,000 feet? Oh my goodness. Look at this, pretty, huh? Golly, what a beautiful day. I gotta share with you, this is beautiful. Now, just to kind of give you an idea where we came from, if you look there toward the bottom, there's the parking lot down there. Be a little easier stroll going back. It's really amazing when you look here. I'm going to kind of stop the video. It really is pretty, isn't it? But way over there between those big mountains, let me pull this picture up and I'm going to zoom in. This is Cudahy. So if you've ever seen the HBO miniseries Band of Brothers, that's where the soldiers trained in World War II and they climbed to the top. Cudahy. Cool, huh? I can definitely share with you. Going down so much easier than coming up. Looking forward to getting down to the bottom. Gosh, what a pretty area. And they got a little gift shop down here. We'll stick our head in. Maybe I'll find a sticker. Need one. Or a magnet for the refrigerator. Wow, this is pretty. Well, there we go. We're at the bottom of the hill. It was worth the walk. It was just beautiful up there. So we're down at the bottom. And if you get a chance, look, if you get a chance to come to Brasstown Bald, do it. This, you know, it really is a special place. And then above and beyond that, you're, I don't know, 10 minutes above Helen, maybe 5 minutes south of Blairsville. And you get all these incredible views. Isn't it something? Let me do this. Why don't we just end with a little bit of music in the background, and let me show you some of these beautiful, beautiful shots from the top of Brasstown Bald. It's just gorgeous. Oh, man. Just another reason I love RV life.